Hey, look, these buttons have a background now. Are you I didn't save! Why did it... I didn't save here! Why does it put me here? Anyway, this is the new level, I guess. The new level has some new gimmicks. I'll show them off, and then I'm gonna go back to the... Why did it save? Is my question. So, the new level comes with some new things. First, you've got a vendor that dispenses these called field lanterns, or field lights. I'm looking for this, though. Shovel! You can shovel stuff with it. But this thing eats things. Like this. Sir? Are you going to throw up? You're supposed to be throwing up, sir. There you go. I don't know. So that's the thing. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to take your good old-fashioned shovel. And shovel it up. What I've noticed about this level is that materials are... Oh look, it actually saved me opening the door. That's good. Or you can see it actually worksite light. Okay. Materials are rather spread out. The clue for that door is somewhere down there. It's not too difficult. Here we got the disposal bins machine, and I already cleaned up that hole, as you can see. There is a hole there, I can prove it. See? So yeah, I don't know what to say about this map. I don't know what the answer to that map is yet, though. I'm gonna whack stuff with it, of course. Yeah, you've got your friends. The biggest thing I can see about this map is that it's... I don't know, the biggest thing I can see is that carrying stuff up here is gonna be a problem. Because it's not a very convenient slope, and the furnace is up there. Otherwise, there's some crap over here. Again, another hole. I don't know how much you can put in this hole, though, before it decides to spit stuff out again. Oh, is it contained in a box? Yes, these things are contained in boxes. Interesting. And you got this wacky portal here that's like, oh man, I'm a spooky portal. I guess this game has an autosave feature that I didn't know of. It does have an autosave, because I remember removing this hand. You can die by jumping in there, by the way. But yeah, gonna have to go back to the olden map and see what happens from there. Very disappointed, by the way. Very. I'm so disappointed that this happened. I didn't know that this game had an autosave in that fashion. Doesn't feel organic. Also, a couple of changes. They removed the slippery spots that I talked about last time. I don't know why they removed them. Probably a problem or something that it was causing that they didn't feel like solving. Happens. I've started with my engine project, as some people may know that I have to do for the summer. Busy writing a logger. Already ran into a couple of problems, learned some things. Got problems with my internship stuff, so that's always fun. As in that my assignment isn't clear, and thus I'm going to have to figure it out. And that's all fun and dandy, I guess. In a sense. I've got bloody footprints. Jesus Christ, these things. The physics, man, the physics. The length of the house. Why did it do that? What elicited that response, Mr. Crate? This physics object was miles above you. Look at all these dirty, 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 dirty. Man. I don't know, I'm a little bit stressed now, because I had such a good weekend. I really made sure to get the most out of that weekend. And the few days prior that I already had sequestered away for purposes, and I was done with the purposes, so I just sequestered it away to me slopping about. Now I've got a summer full of making a game engine. I have no idea what to do, truth be told. I've got some vague semblance of an idea, but whatever it will suffice is something that I'll have to see. But I'll give it my best, even though it's been like 6 months since I had the classes, and yeah, I have notes. But this was before I took rather congruent notes, and they weren't very good notes to begin with. There's lots of, like, ugh. But hey, you know what? You learn some, you lose some. I've learned how to take better notes. And that's always a big plus. Just as I start thinking, wow, we're going at a smooth 60 frames. Game's like, no, what? I guess we are going at a smooth 60 frames. Finished Blood Dragon 2. For those that aren't interested in my escapades with the good old-fashioned 3D engine. I finished off that thing that I just talked about, Blood Dragon. Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. I don't know, the ending's a bit... It feels very Fable 2-esque in that you didn't see it coming as an ending. You'd be like, oh, there's probably some... Nope, here's an ending. Go deal with it. The fun has to end sometime. They also fixed the whole problem with the machines, so that's good. So yeah, I am very busy. I'm gonna be very busy, especially. But I have no vacations. I don't like vacations. And once I get the swing of things, honestly, it might just be one of the better summers yet. I love saying the swing of things because it sounds so silly. It sounds like a sack of beans. A big sack of beans. If you want to help out, by the way, you're free to give me some advice. I'm working with DirectX 9.c, Visual Studio 2010. And that's pretty much it. Oh, woo. Great, we had a physics problem. Physics problem on aisle 4, I guess you would say, in a supermarket. Physics problem on aisle 7. All scientists, please report. All scientists, please report. Physics problem on aisle 7. Oh, yeah, they also upgraded the suction capacity of both mops and buckets, which is neat. I was always a strong proponent of increasing their suction abilities. One of the prime... You know, as much as I bitch and complain about having lots of stuff to do, I don't have to go to fucking school. I don't know. The fact that I don't have to spend an hour in the bus somehow makes my day so much more tolerable. I'm like, oh, I got all this stuff. At least I don't have to go to school physically. And then everything's okay, and I'm like, yeah, today's gonna be a good day. Because it means I can do whatever I want. Like, I have no justification to anyone. Would be nice to have some justification to people, you know, something as a motivator. But hey. By the way, I would like to add a small appendix, is that the assignment I'm given for this project, the game engine, is actually something that's supposed to be done by 4 people over the period of 8 weeks. I have 6 weeks, and I'm by myself. This is apparently because I'm clever enough to figure it out. I do not have that faith. But then again, you are talking to the same person who thought this whole college thing was going to blow up in the first few minutes, so... yeah! Who knows how that's going to wrap up. Man, I'm talking so much about myself, but what do I talk about? Here is a body bag. It is filled with body. In order to successfully remove the body bag from physical existence, shove it a mile deep into said furnace. I wish you could roll these around. You can roll these around. This is John. John is dead. Make sure that John gets a proper cremation. You are hereby a certified cremator. Don't forget to write home. I like how these body bags are so flat on the other side. Is that the rigor mortis I keep hearing? Is it trying to auto? It is trying to autocorrect. Why does it do that? Stop that. I don't want to go. Get in there. I just want to dispose of a body. I should call the fucking mafia, because the mafia knows how this is done, you know? Like, any good criminal organization, they've got a guy. They're like, hey, Bob, listen, we got some problems. I have 3 pounds of dead guys, and I sincerely do not want them lacing up my room, so I was wondering if you could lend me, like, a hand, or a foot, or just get rid of the hand and the foot, you know... Also, quick note on the game engine, I'm not supposed to make a game. I'm just supposed to be able to construct a 3-dimensional environment with it. I hate this, by the way. You're not told to interact with this. It doesn't show the cursor either, so it's like, what do I do? Oh, look, here you've got the right button thing. I don't get that. So yeah, all I'm really supposed to do is construct an environment, a height map. Height map's gonna be easy enough. It's just reading a bit... It's just reading your bits, and I think I still have the notes on how to read bitmaps. Probably going to use GIMP for that, because GIMP is really good for that. Height maps, because it has all those brushes. And I can make a nice, smooth, curvy hill. Ooh, it's going to be such a sexy, smooth, curvy hill. Gonna lick my lips. The weird thing is, when I was taught about DirectX, I was like, why? Every single thing has to be done in advance. You can't update your vertex buffer. You need a window as seen in a renderer all at the same time, and they need each other. What I thought for that is recursive instantiation, like it checks each thing and it goes through a step-by-step process, but Jesus Christ, that would be a huge logistical problem. Oh yeah, did I forget to mention that this level also... I don't know, I think every level has these weird body parts that are just a pain to deal with. What is the deal with all these body parts? It's almost like someone died. Yeah, you suck up that blood. I think I can get one more squeeze out of it, but I'm not gonna risk it. Wait, where did that bucket come from? Doesn't matter. What matters is that we're all having pork chop tonight. Who wants soup? Freshly made from evil alien boat. Oh, I always remember to check if the one side is closed. Okay, let's summon up another one of these, because there's a medical supply thing inside. Luckily, it doesn't matter if those exist. As in, if you have one of those lying around, the game's not like, oh, you shouldn't do that. No, it's like, yeah, we know the vendor isn't good at its job. If people get angsty. Is it... great. It's cutting the body in half. Well, good luck with that. I don't have any bananas, so don't ask me. I know it. You're supposed to cut these things up, but again, I don't like using the arc welder all that much. We're not high school buddies, is what I'm trying to convey. One thing I like is that the sense of weight is very good, very nicely conveyed. Whenever I pick up this box, I'm like, Jesus Christ, that box gotta weigh like 1 million pounds. And that's super cool. Because that's a kind of a difficult thing to convey. Ooh, look at all that blood. If this was that wacky space funeral game, that'd be totally cool with me. How did it do that? Get in the... Oh my god, you're not gonna cooperate, are you? Like I said, some body parts they're not all born equal. Some body parts are just very angsty about being burnt alive. Once we clean up that room, we're gonna call it quits. I've got stuff to do today, and I do not want to waste too much time on it. Apparently they also did some things with a furnace. I think the fire's less intense. It doesn't feel as intense. Mopping up the floor, making sure this thing is ready for another experiment. This is Handy. Handy is a hand. Handy would like it if you were to use proper safety procedures. Because Handy doesn't come with automated cleaning functions. Jack! Everyone's like, Jesus fucking Christ, Jack. Did you? And then Jack's like, no! I swear. It was the Queen of England. I swear! Who else could it be but the Queen? It's always the Queen. We've known that since millions and millions and millions of years. Na 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 na. Look at that. Spick and... Is those for... Oh my goodness. That just freaks me out. That's bullet holes we need to fix. Always gotta let your puppy cool down a bit so you don't get a big mess. Is there anything hidden behind the table? I wonder where the crouch button... Oh yeah, they removed the use button from the key binding for some reason. That's a wacky thing to add in your update. Probably so that people that make like custom maps and such don't forget about that. They're like, oh man, I'm gonna use the use button. No, you're not. I do like these. I wonder who made these monsters. They did a really nice job. Some blood on the floor. What is this? What is this? The saw will answer all our questions. I guess not. Mord. Dr. Mord. Herr Dr. Mord. What? Science and Medical Division. So that room is pretty much clean. I'm not going to do a final examination just yet. It's a bit early to do that sort of stuff. That's typically very drastic. Let's toss in another body bag, you know. I'll see you guys next time. Didn't I leave a crate in there? No, I don't think so. It's always important to do a big final checkup at the end, but yeah, I'm just busy. I'm having ideas just stirring in my head. Just thinking about what I need to do, how I need to do it. I really don't want to futz up this project for one primary reason. If I pass this, it means that everything, well, I think everything in my second year. I still got some results to wait for, but most of the stuff in my second year is done, which means that I am going clean and straightforward. Now, if you're like, man, why did you fail in the first place? Why would they trust you with it? Because the reason I failed the first time is because I didn't have a project group. I had no one to work with, so I didn't know what to do when I was all by myself. The reason it goes better now is that, well, technically speaking, I was just given a list of instructions that everyone else was given, but what matters is I've got motivation. I've got reason. I know where I stand, and that is a great help. I don't know, just something about knowing that's just the way it is makes it so much more understandable. Doot 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 doot. That's pure red, I think. Good job, Body McBag. This is why I always use Gerberson's body bags. Gerberson doesn't disappoint you. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time and all. I wish you all a fantastic summer vacation, by the way. I don't know when it starts for some people. For the most part, I think it's already started here. Most schools here are out. People are going out and having a blast. Unfortunately, when you're in college and have an assignment, that doesn't mean you get any summer vacation at all. Every bit of vacation I want is coming on my watch. See you guys next time. I've got an itchy head.